Hi everybody and welcome back. This is going to be how to add in general titles, text in iMovie, and then some sound effects, maybe some music, and then how to export it. So what you're going to do is you're going to come up here and you're going to choose titles, and you'll see a whole bunch of titles. You can mouse over it and you can see the animated effect if there is one. And then there's just a bunch in here that you can do a whole bunch of stuff with. Okay, so you can do two things. You can either drag the title in front of your video, in which case you can make your title as long as you want, or you can try to put your title on top of your video, but then it has to be long enough, your video has to be long enough, excuse me, that the text will be able to show. In this example, I don't want to do that because my animation is only 19 frames long. So it's going to be up there the whole time. I want to go ahead, if you don't like the title at all, you can of course select it and delete it. I'm going to drag mine down here and put it in front of frame 1. So if you double click it, now you can go ahead and edit it. Whoops. Not sure what just happened there. There we go. Okay, strange. Okay, so you can select your text. You've got all your different word processing options up here, font size, color, bold, italics, stuff like that. You can also change the overall time by clicking on the little eye here and changing the duration. So mine's coming in at 4 seconds. And if you press spacebar, you can go ahead and see the effect. There it is. And it fades out, and then we go into it. Vroom, vroom. Okay. All right, let's get to audio. So I'm going to go to Chrome, and I'm going to download one sound effect and one piece of music. So for sound, I'm going to go to opengameart.org, and you can go here to Browse, and you can choose music for background music, or you can choose sound effects for short sound effects. I'm going to type in search, and I'm going to type in car, and now you're going to be able to click and press play and hear different. Okay, so I like that tire skidding one, so I'm going to go ahead, click on the name, and basically right here you're looking for where it says file. Now some of these files are going to be different formats like WAV files or MP3s or different things like that. This one is a zip file, it looks like. So I'm going to right mouse click on it. I'm going to do save link as, and I'm going to save it to my desktop. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and give that a shot right now. It may ask me to convert it, in which case I may have to make another screencast tutorial on how to do converting here in the lab. So anyway, we will go ahead and do that if we need to. All right. Okay, so here is the file right here, and if I double click on it, it opened up in a folder, so that's good. It looks like it's coming out as a WAV file, which is a common, oops, didn't mean to open up iTunes. Okay, there it plays. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and see if I can bring this just in by itself. And I'm going to just try and drag and drop it in. And if you see the little green plus symbol and you see the green bar here, then that's a good thing. It looks like we are good to go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and bring it in, and I'm just going to drag it. You can see the audio goes down here, and I'm going to go ahead and play the title, and you can see that. So I can loop this. I can take the whole thing, and I can press Command C. I can copy it, and I can paste it. So I can have a second one going here if I want. I don't know if that's going to sound good or not. But now we've got a sound effect in there. Now let's go ahead and get some music. So this is a great site. If you just type in incompetech.com and then you come here to view collections, this is a great place where you can get some free and legal music. Great composer here that puts out some really fantastic stuff for people to use. So different categories here. I'm going to go to film scoring modes, and I'm going to go to action. And let's see here. You can choose a song. You can get a little information here, and then you can choose Listen now. Okay. Okay, it's a little, okay, maybe I want that one, Outfoxing the Fox. Let's do that one. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this blue button here, downloading Outfoxing the Fox. Now mine is going to the desktop, but yours is most likely going to go to your downloads folder. So you need to go to your downloads folder, look inside your downloads folder, and there it will be. Okay, so find your MP3 and you're going to drag and drop it in. And I'm going to drag and drop it in below my sound effect. And that way, I'm going to drag it all the way over here to the left to the very beginning. And so it actually starts with my title. Okay, so it's pretty over the top. It's very goofy, but it works. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Let's just assume that you want to, you're happy with it. You can add in more if you want. We haven't covered anything like fade-ins or fade-outs on the audio. You can go ahead and play around with this. But if you're in my class, I can certainly show you that in class. So let's get this out of here, shall we? We're done editing and we want to get this out of iMovie. So we're going to come up here to the File menu. We're going to do Share, and you could go directly to your YouTube channel if you have that. For school here, we're going to choose File, and we're going to go ahead and give it title. And all of these settings are pretty much good. Compress, I'm going to change compress to better quality. Quality, you can choose high, is good. You could go a little higher if you wanted to. Everything else looks good. I'll click on next. It's going to ask where do you want it to go. Desktop is good. I'll hit save, and up here on the top right you'll see this little circle that will do like a little pie wedge that will show your progress. The longer the video and the more audio you have in there and sound effects, it'll take a little longer, but you can see that it's actually cooking along there, and there we go. So we're back and it finished exporting. Here it is on my desktop called the race.mp4. If I press play. Okay, so what you'll see there is that the it came in at 2 minutes and 52 seconds, and I knew I didn't have that much footage, and that's because of the song. The song basically keeps going on and on and on and on and on, and it doesn't look like it here in iMovie, but it actually did continue on. So, so that's a little bit of a problem. So what I need to do is I need to go back into iMovie. And I basically need to trim the song itself. So the way that you can do that is you can just come over here, you can select your song, and you can left click and drag it to the left, and you can trim it. Mine seems to be snapping a little bit in a weird way, but I just basically brought it all the way back to the beginning, and then I'm dragging it back, and then it should snap to the last frame here. And there we go. Okay, so that should be it right there. You can also get the little play bar here to the end, and you can snap it. Go there. So it seems to be having a little bit of trouble snapping. I'm not quite sure why, but there we go. I think that worked. And so when I go to File, I can go back to Share. Choose File again. It keeps the same name. Yeah, now it's actually saying 6 seconds here in the preview. It gives you the estimated file space, and it's saying 6 seconds. So that would be correct. I'll just hit next, and I'll be all set. So I hope this tutorial series helped you out and introduced you to the basics of stop motion animation. And I hope you create some pretty cool stuff. So thanks a lot. Good luck.